This week on The Splash, we join the groundbreaking ceremony of Fire Station Number 3. Then we celebrate the sacrifices of some of our brave soldiers. And later, we watch the festivities of the Sylvan Lake Parade. The Splash is a production of Civic Center TV. We're a news magazine that covers everything from local news to feature stories, all so that we can bring you the latest from the greater West Bloomfield area. And now, let's dive into The Splash. Welcome to The Splash. I'm your host, Sheena Monnin, and as always, thank you for joining us. West Bloomfield recently had a special ceremony to commemorate the groundbreaking of Fire Station Number 3. We sent Splash reporter Sheena Monnin to explore the occasion.
Fire Station 3 in West Bloomfield was built back in 1954, and the building has served its purpose for the time. With a growing city, it was time for an upgrade, not only providing better materials, but a new chapter for the community.
We're having a groundbreaking for our new Fire Station Number 3, which is a rebuild from the previous Fire Station Number 3, which had really fallen into a level of disrepair that no longer met the needs of the firefighters nor the community.
Yeah, so the station started back in the 50s and was made as a volunteer fire station. As the community grew and the needs of the community changed, the department changed with that. And so then it moved to a career department, and we started using this facility here in a way that it wasn't truly designed for.
Renovations were made back in 2016, and then a decision was made to demolish the building and start from scratch.
Well, back in 2015, we started the assessment on what the future of Fire Station 3 was going to look like. So what does today mean? Wow. And just to finally reach a point where we're breaking ground and the new fire station is going to become a reality, it's the feeling is awesome.
This upgrade will not only provide better materials, but a new chapter for the fire station.
We looked at, in terms of structural, we looked at things that would provide longevity. Right. And we were trying to say that what's the life cycle? So it may be a little bit more now, but it's going to last that much longer. And we wanted to make sure we had a station that would run its full life cycle without many, things falling apart.
What we really hope to gain from this is the updated technology within the engine house. You're going to see a different set of apparatus doors that open up, and you're going to see them open up in an accordion style instead of a roll-up door. And the big thing, too, with this station is the materials that we're using inside of it. They're durable materials. They're made to last for years to decades, quite frankly, to come. And so all of those things are really what are going to make this station great.
Another positive with the upgrade of Station 3 is the higher level of safety it can provide.
It will definitely improve the safety of the area because the new station will have features that will improve the safety for the firefighters as well as the safety for the public.
During the reconstruction of Station 3, the trucks and firefighters were relocated to different stations within West Bloomfield.
Tanker 3 is en route to Station 1.
I'm Sheena Monnin reporting for The Splash.
Radio shows Engine 7 and Tanker 3 in service on their way to Fire Station 1.
To find out more, you can visit civiccentertv.com/Station3 Groundbreaking. Pine Lake Cemetery recently honored our local fallen heroes. Reporter Allison Nicholson was on hand to capture each memorable moment.
Today, West Bloomfield turned out to honor their fallen heroes at the annual Pine Lake Memorial Day service. The greater West Bloomfield community gathered at the historic cemetery in West Bloomfield to honor a yearly memorial tradition, paying tribute to the many people who have sacrificed to give Memorial Day its true meaning.
Memorial Day signifies that many of our residents, former residents, relatives of residents, gave their lives. They died fighting for our country, to maintain our freedoms, and to maintain our security.
This yearly tribute is held at one of the most diverse cemeteries in Metro Detroit, bringing together people of many faiths, ethnicities, and backgrounds to celebrate the local heroes who sacrificed to give the community the right to maintain its trademark diversity.
Well, what's interesting about our cemetery, we have people of many denominations who are buried here, and it really represents West Bloomfield well, because West Bloomfield is an area we're not isolated. We have many, it's a melting pot, and we're proud to live in West Bloomfield for that reason, among others.
Memorial Day is a tradition that Greater West Bloomfield truly takes to heart as a time to reflect on what makes the community special and to remember the people who set the stage to continue this tradition for years to come. From Pine Lake Cemetery, this is Allison Nicholson reporting for Civic Center TV.
For more information, feel free to stop by our website at civiccentertv.com/Pine Lake Memorial 2018. Still to come, we watch the Sylvan Lake Parade, and then we take a look at a new episode of Sidewalk Talk.
Don't go away. You're watching The Splash on Civic Center TV. And now, back to The Splash on Civic Center TV.
Welcome back to The Splash. I'm your host, Sheena Monnin. A huge crowd was present to celebrate the Memorial Day Sylvan Lake Parade. I was there to join the festivities. Memorial Day is a special holiday that celebrates the lives of those who served valiantly and in some instances lost their lives in service to our country. Sylvan Lake has been holding their colorful, festive, and impactful parade for many years, and each year the community comes together to remember those who served in our armed forces and pay tribute to each brave soldier. Following the parade was a ceremony where local dignitaries were on hand to speak kind words of praise and hope for our fallen and upcoming soldiers, as well as to honor each local fallen hero by name.
Corporal Thomas Dudley Burkfield. He was born in 1949. He's the brother of our Sylvan Lake resident, Richard Burkfield.
The community of Sylvan Lake is known for being close, and it is events like the Memorial Day Parade and ceremony that foster the feeling of unity and inspire the future generations to keep the spirit of community going for many more generations to come. For all of those who have served and are still serving our country, we thank you. For more information on the historic Sylvan Lake Memorial Day Parade, visit civiccentertv.com/Memorial Day 2018. Now it's time for another episode of Sidewalk Talk, where Samana Sheik spoke to Greater West Bloomfield residents to find out their thoughts on a new topic.
My favorite coffee spot is Gloria Jean's. West Bloomfield, what's yours?
If I'm taking the family out, my favorite place for coffee is the Village Place. It's on Elizabeth Lake Road and Cooley Lake Road. They have the best hazelnut coffee.
I guess it would be Starbucks on Orchard Lake Road.
Nice. So what do you usually order?
I order a grande latte, no fat, no foam, with an extra shot of espresso.
Starbucks, Big B. I like Big B. A little bit more variety to me.
Okay. What do you usually get from Big B?
I would say a butterscotch bear. It's got butterscotch caramel. It's more of a dessert coffee.
Probably Starbucks.
And what do you usually get from Starbucks?
Pink drink.
Wait, what's the pink drink?
I think it's the strawberry refresher with coconut milk.
I'm gonna try that. Thank you.
I think it's Big B.
Big B?
Yeah.
Oh, it's national. I like that.
Yeah.
Probably for coffee, Starbucks, because they've got so many different options and you can get desserts there too.
What is your local spot to get coffee?
Any Starbucks nearby is great. The drive-thrus are amazing to get them before work, so it's really quick, but I'm definitely a big fan of the Nitro Cold Brew that just came out recently. It's very good.
There was this pretty cool place in North Carolina called Rude Awakening, had the best coffee.
I think it's the Plymouth Beanery or something. It's good coffee. They've got some nice cookies.
I've never heard of it. Where is this?
It's in downtown Plymouth.
The Ugly Mug in Ann Arbor. I think that's what it's called. That's a really good coffee place. Really modern, industrial interior in there. It's really sweet. I'd definitely check it out.
See you again next week on another episode of Sidewalk Talk.
If you'd like to see some of our other fun and interesting questions on the show, you can do so anytime and anywhere by visiting our website at civiccentertv.com/sidewalktalk. And now it's time for our Civic Center event update, where we provide you with all the latest that's happening around Greater West Bloomfield. And if you'd like to stay up to date on all of the following current events yourself, you can visit civiccentertv.com/events. Let's get started. Treat your muscles to a morning of gentle therapeutic yoga at Spirit of Grace Church. Delightful, gentle yoga is appropriate for adults in all levels of physical activity. Experience is not necessary. Delightful, gentle yoga is taking place every Wednesday from 11 a.m. until noon. Drop-in price is $7 per class, or a monthly rate of $25 is available as well. It's encouraged that you bring your own yoga mat and be prepared to meet new friends and walk away with a better sense of your own well-being. For more information, visit spiritofgrace.church. If you've ever wondered how the township runs, who is involved, and how they come up with relevant services, you have the opportunity to discover that and any other topic on your mind as you join in on Coffee with the Clerk. Along with Township Clerk Debbie Binder and other important local officials, she invites to join in on the fun and fellowship, taking place on Fridays from 8:30 a.m. until 9:30 a.m. at Panera Bread off of Orchard Lake Road. This recurring event will allow you to get more involved with our township and meet other like-minded people who also care about our local government. You can contact the clerk's office by calling 248-451-4848 to find out more. The Chaldean Cultural Center Museum is open to the public on Fridays from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. Come learn about this fascinating culture, complete with hands-on activities, multimedia presentations, and a showcasing of special artifacts from time periods gone by. Tours are available by appointment and cost $5 for a self-guided tour and $10 for a guided tour. To schedule your tour or find out more details, be sure to visit chaldeanculturalcenter.org. Coming up on Friday, June 8th, the West Bloomfield Youth Assistance is having their first food truck rally in the Orchard Lake Mall parking lot. Taking place from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., this extravaganza is sure to please every family member. Free parking and free admission, plus free kids games and a huge bounce house, live music, and a tent for adult beverages will be on site. Come out to support a great cause while having quality family fun. For more information, you can visit wbyouthassistance.org. It's time once again for Go Fish, a family-friendly fishing event held at Marsh Bank Park on June 10th from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. West Bloomfield Park's staff will be on hand to show you the ropes of fishing, and a limited amount of fishing poles will be available. This event is taking place during Free Fishing Weekend, so no license is required. However, to participate, you will need to register. Cost is $9 per resident and $12 for non-residents. Dinner will be provided by Buffalo Wild Wings. Be sure to visit wbparks.org for more information and to register. Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital is offering the next installment of their free Healing Arts Gallery Talk and Guided Art Walk on June 12th from noon until 1:45 p.m. This series is open to the public, and people of all backgrounds are welcome to come, learn about art and its impact on the human mind and emotions. Starting at noon and going until 1 p.m. in the Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital Demonstration Kitchen is the Gallery Talk. The focus this time will be on love in art and how love improves the human experience. Immediately after, from 1 p.m. until 1:45 p.m. is the Guided Art Walk, where participants can see art up close. For more information, you can contact Kelsey Bray at 248-325-3890. The Henry Ford Maple Grove Center West Bloomfield is offering their Share Support Group for people who have experienced longer than 6 months of continuous sobriety from alcohol and drug use and are in need of free beneficial support. Taking place weekly from 7:30 p.m. until 9:30 p.m., this group is for adults only, and the purpose is to share coping strategies, express needs and concerns, as well as to connect with others who are successfully moving forward into an addiction-free life. For more information, contact contact Lisa Kaplan at 248-661-6100. And that's all for now. However, if you're looking to find even more events going on in your neighborhood, then be sure to follow us at civiccentertv.com/events and look up our events calendar, or watch us here for more information on everything going on in the greater West Bloomfield area. As we head into the break, stay tuned because afterwards I'll be talking with Kelly Lekas, reading consultant at Scotch Elementary School.
Don't go away. You're watching The Splash on Civic Center TV.
Civic Center TV is your home for everything Greater West Bloomfield. Here you can tune into community programming such as our weekly news magazine show, The Splash, as well as coverage of local events and meetings in Kego Harbor, Sylvan Lake, Orchard Lake, and West Bloomfield. You can also watch all of your local programming online anytime at civiccentertv.com. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
Hi, my name is Kurt Lawson. I'm the chair of West Bloomfield Youth Assistance, and I want to invite you to a very special event on Friday, June 8th from 5 p.m. till 9:30. Right here at the Orchard Mall, West Bloomfield Youth Assistance is going to be sponsoring a food truck rally. We'd like you to join us for 14 different food trucks, bounce houses, live music, a beer and wine tent, all to benefit local youth in our community. Please visit www.wbyouthassistance.org. We look forward to seeing you on June 8th.
And now, back to The Splash on Civic Center TV.
Welcome back to The Splash. I'm Sheena Monnin, and here with me on the show this week is Kelly Lekas, reading consultant at Scotch Elementary School. Kelly, I'm so glad you're here today to talk about one of my favorite topics, and that is reading.
Thank you for having me today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm excited because reading is so fundamental. It is so essential, but with summer approaching, how do we keep the momentum for kids? How do we get them engaged in reading?
Awesome, and thank you for having me here because it is a topic that's near and dear to my heart too with reading. It's so important once school is done and we're there for summer vacation to still be reading every day over the summer. And there's lots of things we can be doing through the summer that we'll talk about to help kids stay engaged. But the most important thing to remember is it is important for kids to read. Research shows that students will lose the skills that they gain through the school year if they don't keep practicing and reading every day. Just like what we do with sports, we have to keep our skills up and be practicing every day. Well, we have to do the same thing with reading.
Wow, that's amazing to think about. I didn't really think about it that way. It's kind of like a mental muscle, especially at that age. You have to keep exercising it.
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. Thinking about summer readings, are there programs or suggestions that you can make to get kids going or keep the momentum going?
Absolutely. One thing that comes to mind are our public libraries. They are so good at providing summer reading programs for kids.
Oh, wow.
So to keep them engaged in reading, keep them motivated. So signing up your child for the summer reading program at the library is great. Making sure they have a library card so they can be checking out library books often to get the kinds of books that they would like to read about. Also, it's important for kids to take that initiative and be reading every day. Something that will help them is if they set that time every day when they're going to do it. Get it into a routine, find a spot where you like to read, and make sure you're doing it all the time, every day. Also, parents can be helping. They're a great resource. First of all, parents just need to be modeling that reading every day for children. When kids see them reading, that's showing them too that reading's important, and kids that see that will tend to read more as well. But it's also important that parents read with their children every day as well.
Yeah.
And setting aside that time to read with them, talk about the books, engage them in a discussion about what they're reading, talk about what they learned, what did they learn from the characters, or if they're reading informational text, what did they learn from it, and ask them questions just to engage them and also help that comprehension. When we read with kids, we're helping them both with having them make comprehension skills to make inferences, drawing conclusions, asking questions, helping them with fluency, but also too helping them with word recognition of books.
So vocabulary.
There you got it. Language, absolutely. So that just increases for them too and continues to build those skills for them over the summer. And just showing them that you love to read too. That's the important part, is modeling that love for reading.
Absolutely, and I can think of a lot of busy parents that I know, they may be thinking, I don't have time, but the truth is we all have 24 hours in a day.
Right.
Maybe we don't do the social media scrolling thing, maybe we pick up a book with our kids, something like that.
Absolutely, or not watch a TV show.
There you
Yep,
go.
make that time for the kids to have that reading time with them.
'Cause
Absolutely.
that's an investment in the child's future, which
You've got
is really
it.
important.
You've got
but
it.
what if a parent encounters that their child is starting a book and then they just get bored with it, they lose interest, or they don't want to get going in the first place? How does one handle that?
Sure, and that's, for a child to lose interest in one book, that's, common. We do the same thing. We might say, oh, we would like that book, let's pick it up. You start getting into it and say, oh, I don't enjoy that as much anymore. So that will happen to some children too, and that's okay. The concern would be, though, if it continues to happen or they don't pick it up, like you said, they lose that interest. So there's two things we want to think about and look at. First of all, is it a skill for them that they're struggling with reading? Maybe it's a harder book, but they want to, enjoy it. So what parents can do is read the book to them so that they can experience that success and enjoyment with reading. So that will help them get more interested in other books as well, to hook them a little bit, I say, to help them. They can also listen to books through tape. So that they can do that too if it's a little more challenging or difficult for them to do that.
Yeah.
Another thing we want to think about too is their motivation. Are they motivated to read? And to help support that is have conversations with your kids. What is it that you like to read? Is there a series that you enjoy? A lot of times once you get kids into a series, it hooks them and they want to read more. Is there a genre that they enjoy? Historical fiction or adventure or mystery? Also topics, reading lots of informational books too, and what topics do you enjoy reading about? It's important to have a variety of texts for kids, having them access to reading material and making it fun. So like even reading recipes and cooking together.
Yeah, that's ingenious.
Yep, or building something together and having to read the directions and talking about how to follow directions and reading that together as well. So we really want to instill that love for reading for children, to make them lifelong learners, to enjoy reading, and it will just help them, continue that love for reading and loving books.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being here. In closing, what was one of your favorite books as a kid?
Yeah, I love the series, The Boxcar Children.
Oh, nice. I read some of those a long time ago.
Yeah, and
so
Nancy
fun.
Drew. I enjoyed Nancy Drew as well.
Absolutely.
Yes. How about yourself?
Great. Nancy Drew was one of my favorites. I love the Anne of Green Gables series. All of those were great. Yeah, wonderful. Well, thank you for being here. Hopefully it will inspire some parents to get a little bit more involved to help their kids with reading.
Thank you.
Once again, everyone, we've been speaking with Kelly Lekas, reading consultant at Scotch Elementary School. Now let's head over to another of our recurring segments called Minute with Nature, where park naturalist Lauren Azuri explores native wildlife in our local Michigan area.
Hello and welcome to Minute with Nature. I'm your host, Lauren Azuri, the park naturalist for West Bloomfield Parks. And we're here today inside our nature room learning about insect gulls. When you're out hiking, have you ever seen weird bumps growing on stems or hanging from leaves? Well, those are grown by plants and they're actually home to insects. They're called gulls. Gulls are formed by plants growing abnormally due to something the insect did to the plant or the tree or the leaf. Some people confuse them with a disease that a tree might have, but really, they're insect homes. So the female insect will lay its egg on a plant. A chemical is released during this process. The plant does not like that chemical and therefore forms a bulb or a bump of some sort, which we call a gull. Inside that gull will live the baby insect, the larva. It'll grow and go through metamorphosis, and once it gets bigger and becomes an adult, it will emerge and leave the gull behind. You can find gulls on trees, flowers, bushes. They even grow on mushrooms sometimes. Here in North America, though, the most popular place to find gulls are on oak trees. And another common gull that's easy to find if you're out here in Michigan wandering in the prairies is the goldenrod gull, which is grown on goldenrod. Gulls are super important to the food chain as well. So woodpeckers will tap on a gull and eat the larva that's growing inside there, and birds and mice use the insects that are growing in gulls as a food source as well. So this spring, go ahead and get outside, enjoy the outdoors, and while you're out there, go on a gull hunt. Look for gulls in the trees, in the bushes, in plants, and again, even in mushrooms, you can find them. And that's your Minute with Nature.
For more episodes of Minute with Nature, visit civiccentertv.com/MWN. Now it's time for our final segment on The Splash called Person of the Week, where we recognize those within the community who are either inspiring or providing toward others. And this week's recipient is Mike Pizzamenti, director and co-owner of Health Quest Physical Therapy. For years, Mike Pizzamenti has had a passion for helping other people feel their best and live a healthy and fulfilling life. As the director and co-owner of Health Quest Physical Therapy in West Bloomfield, that passion is something that Mike taps into every single day. Since opening Health Quest in 2016, Mike has made a strong effort to give back to the community that welcomed him with open arms. Mike focuses on helping our local senior community, visiting senior groups to discuss techniques to improve balance and prevent falls, a potentially life-saving effort. Additionally, our local youth and teens will often see Mike in their health classes, where he volunteers his time and expertise to help teach our local students the importance of living a healthy lifestyle, move their bodies effectively, and provide insight into being active in a safe and fun manner. Mike believes that giving back to the community helps the person who gives just as much as the people who are receiving, and is always looking for new ways to get involved and make a positive impact on Greater West Bloomfield, which is why he is our Person of the Week. If you happen to know someone who is providing a service to their community, then let us know by sending an email to thesplash@civiccentertv.com. We want to congratulate those who are making a difference in our area, and we appreciate all of your suggestions. That's going to do it for us this week, but remember, you can watch new episodes of The Splash every Monday at 5:30 p.m. or throughout the week for replays. You can also watch every episode online at civiccentertv.com. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook under Civic Center TV 15, YouTube at Civic Center TV 15, and on Twitter at Civic Center TV for more information. For all of our friends in Sylvan Lake, Orchard Lake, Keego Harbor, and West Bloomfield, I'm Sheena Monnin. Thank you for watching The Splash.